Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jesse Both of the 19th hole, and it's Tuesday. It's time for another tournament reveal, and this time we've got the Festive Cup Tournament, and it's going to start on Monday, December 10th. And I don't know if this is going to be their Christmas tournament, but we're starting to get into the Christmas season, so maybe this is kind of their kickoff. They will, however, be using the same course that they used last Christmas, and we'll get into that in just one moment. So basically what we have is we have pretty much the same setup as we usually do. We have 4 divisions of play. We have Rookie, Pro, Expert, and Masters. And each division has a different set of rules. So basically, depending on what division you're playing on, you may have a different, different rules for each division. We'll start out with the Rookie. They're playing from the front tee. The wind's only 3 to 6 miles per hour, and you only have a plus 6% increase to your ball's needle speed. So really not a whole lot of adjustment will be required for that. The pro level plays from the second tee. The wind's a little bit higher, 7 to 10 miles per hour. The needle speed is also a little bit higher at plus 15%. In my opinion, you may start noticing the needle speed differences when you're taking shots out of bunkers or maybe rough shots. But as far as off the tee box, off the fairway, you shouldn't really notice that much of a difference for the needle speed in the pro. The expert division is next. That's also played from the second tee. The winds are a little bit higher than pro. The needle speed is double the speed, 30% in addition to what it normally is. So you may start to see a little bit more of a difference in needle speed if you are just starting to play in the expert. And also, there's a hidden spin, which means you will not be able to see the spin adjustments for your opponent, and you also won't be able to see his ball guide. So, it'll kind of come up, but it'll still be like a little bit blurred out, so you won't be able to see it. And that is a difference between the pro and the expert. You lose that ability to see what your opponent does for his spin. So you got the Masters level, which is our last and fourth level of play here. It plays from the third tee, and the winds are a little bit higher, 16 to 19 miles per hour. And the needle speed is also higher, 50% adjusted. So that is a little bit quicker than the expert for sure, 20% increase. And you definitely see you'll be able to tell the difference when playing in that division. Also, the hidden spin is a go for that division as well. So you won't be able to see the spin in expert or masters, but you will be able to see your opponent's spin if you play in the rookie or the pro level. So let's go ahead and look at what we have as far as the prizes go. As you can see, the prizes look pretty much the same. I was hoping that maybe they would introduce, giving out one of those special balls for prizes or something like that for the Christmas season, but not going to happen. I do notice that the banners have been changed back. We had the special banners last tournament for our major tournament, and they have been changed back to more of the normal style banners. You still get the the special banner if you get in the top 10. And of course, third, second, and first place get their own individual specialized banner. So very cool right there. And don't forget, this starts on December 10th. Mark your calendars. So the way the tournament works is you start on Monday. You have 3 chances to qualify. If you qualify Monday, then you're good. You get to kick back for 2 days and not have to worry about anything till Wednesday, but not till Thursday. But if you don't qualify Monday, you do have another chance on Tuesday. If you don't qualify Tuesday, you have another chance on Wednesday. If you aren't able to qualify Wednesday, then you will not move on to the next round of the tournament. I know some people will use the first couple days to practice, but if you do that, then you only have one solid chance to really qualify. So kind of keep that in mind if you are a person that likes to try to practice. There will be a lot of people going at it for real on Wednesday, so keep that in mind. The easiest days to qualify are probably either Monday or Tuesday. So if you qualify on one of those first 3 days, you get to move to the opening round, which is going to be on Thursday and Friday. You get placed in the bracket of 100 people. If you finish in the top 50, then you move on to the weekend round. In the weekend round, you're placed in the bracket of 100 people again, and that's when you start playing for the prizes that you see below. Of course, the better you place, the better prizes you get, and the more clan points you get as well. If you are someone that's playing in rookie, you find yourself not really getting any more upgrades for your clubs, it may be time to move on to the pro, especially if you find yourself finishing in the top 5 each tournament. There's no reason to not move up. You'll get better prizes, and also you'll get better tour chests. If you win a rookie match inside of the tournament, qualifying, opening round, weekend round, any kind of match inside of those rounds, you automatically win a chest. For rookie, it's a level 3 chest. If you win one in pro, it's a level 6 chest. If you win one in expert, it's a level 9 chest. And if you win one in master, it's level 12. So, definitely if you're used to only playing in the rookie and you move up to pro, you will be able to, farm those level 6 chests and definitely help improve your club stats that way. But yeah, definitely a good idea to move up if you find yourself stagnant in your clubs and unable to upgrade them anymore. Sometimes you got to move up to start qualifying to get that next set of clubs to help improve your game. So as you see, here we go, the Festive Cup Tournament. This is going to be played on the City Park course. It will be playable on Tour 6 and Tour 11. Tour 6 is a front tee tour, and Tour 11 is, I think, the third tee. I think it's the third tee. It might be the second tee. I think it's the third tee, though. So if I'm reading this correctly, I don't believe that there will be any practice available from the second tee for this course. So only the first and the third back tee. So I could be wrong. Tour 11 may be second tee, but I think it's the third tee. All right. So basically, we got the City Park hole. They'll be kind of made up with snow and winterishy looking. We have played this course previously. Of course, we played it last year for the Christmas tournament. We also played it in the New York tournament, wherein it was all green. And then some of these holes were played in the Voyager tournament. So, if you want to go back and look at content on my YouTube channel, you can go back and watch me play these holes in the rookie, the pro, and in the expert. So definitely take advantage of that. Go back and watch how these holes were played in stream. We definitely have the streams available to go back and watch. You could also go back and watch the guides as well. I'm going to do another guide for this tournament, but you never know. There may be something that I add extra or miss from one of the previous guides. So definitely go back and watch those guides if you want a little bit extra study time for this tournament. But we will do a rookie guide, and I will do a pro expert guide as well. We'll try to get those out a little bit earlier this week. Maybe the rookie Wednesday night and the pro and expert on Thursday. That's the plan anyway. We will also be getting the note paper out a lot earlier this tournament, since we have access to the holes and stuff like that. So expect the note sheet out fairly soon, and then the rookie and the pro expert extended note version, where you have the actual full images of the holes and the lines and stuff like that, will be out, kind of probably a day after each of the video guides come out. That's what I would expect to see. We are also planning on adding, in addition to the regular note page where you have the 9 holes on one sheet, a second note page where you just have the par 3s and a little bit extra room to write notes for those par 3s. So we'll have to see how that works out. This will be our first time doing that this tournament. So holes 1 through 9 on the Christmas tournament from last year, also the New York tournament. Holes 4, 5, and 9 will be available to find on the Voyager tournament, so definitely check that out. So since this is a course that we have played before, and we have access to what the holes look like, we don't have to sit here and look at this tiny little map. We're actually going to get to go and look at the holes full size. So here we go. This is hole number 1, and this is a par 3, of course. Most of the time we'll be playing this one like with the backbone or the Saturn and the rookie. A lot of people like to use the Goliath and the backbone in the pro expert for this hole. So, this is hole 1, and this is a par 3. We'll move on to hole number 2, and these are most likely what the holes are going to look like, with this tournament cup coming. They had it all green. All the snow was melted for New York to New York, but I would assume with the Festive Cup, I would assume the snow would be back. This is a par 4. This is a difficult par 4, I would say for sure. This is one of those holes where we may be looking at some sort of a power hook shot here to get the ball, down the fairway a good distance to give ourselves a second shot to the green. If I remember correctly, the second shot to the green required a pretty long wood club, like Big Dog or even the Cataclysm, if you have that, if I remember correctly. Hole 3 is a par 5. And this was a hole that I remember we had to lay up at the edge of that first fairway. And then again, you want a good wood with long distance to kind of hit that ball up the fairway and put it somewhere right around the front of that second bunker that's in the middle of the fairway, closer up to the green. If I remember correctly, this green has a slope that goes up to the back of the green, and then you can roll it back down to the hole. So that's one way to play this hole. I remember you could also play it short on the green off the fringe towards the hole for your third shot as well. Definitely a possible eagle hole, but a lot of people will probably end up getting birdies on this hole if I had to guess. All right, hole 4, par 3. This hole right here is a backbone Saturn hole. Lots of different ways you can play this hole as well in the rookie. A lot of people like to play this hole in the pro and expert off the front edge of that fairway and hop it up to the green. Some people will play the wood club like a Guardian or something like that with a lot of backspin off the front edge of the green. So there's different ways to play this hole. This green does slope pretty severely back down towards the front of the green, so if you don't get that ball up onto that back upper edge of the green, then your ball will roll down for it won't be a very fun putt to make. All right, this one is hole 5. This is a hole where you try to hit the ball up there into that second area of the fairway, and then you go towards the hole with like a thorn or a hornet. Some people like to use the Thor. You can use the extra mile as well in this hole, but we will talk more in detail when the guide comes out. But this is hole number 5. Hole number 6, par 5 right here. This is a hole that did give some people issues during the tournament. You got to have a well-positioned drive here. If you look at that second area of fairway up to the left, you got to get that ball pretty far up into that little area of fairway to have a decent shot at the green with your second shot. Again, with your second shot, you're most likely going to want a pretty decently long wood club like the Big Dog or even the Cataclysm. In the pro and expert level, I think you can get away with using a Guardian on this hole if you have a Guardian that's leveled up enough. But for most people, you'll probably be using the Big Dog, if I had to assume. All right, we got hole 7 here. Hole 7 is a par 4. Another hole where it requires a fairly decent position drive to that left area of the second, not second fairway, but the left area of the second part of that main fairway. To the left of that kind of cliff sand bunker area, and then from there you have a second shot to the hole, and this is definitely another one of those holes where it's going to be a lot of people getting the birdie on it, but you definitely have a chance to roll out a shot with the eagle, where you'll be hopping over that bunker and rolling it to the green, rolling it to the hole. All right, hole 8, this is a par 3. This is a par 3 that gives a lot of people issues. I honestly like to go to the green with this par 3 with a lot of backspin and use the right edge, the right ridge of the green to roll the ball kind of up the ridge and then back down towards the hole. So we'll talk about that more during the guide as well. But some people do like to take that hop off that front fairway to the bottom edge of the green and then roll the ball up to the hole. Definitely another way that you could possibly get the ace on this hole. And hole 9, the last and final hole of this tournament, is definitely an albatross hole. You're going to have to play your shot up the right-hand edge of this fairway and use a lot of right curl and right spin, a little bit of top spin to kind of get that ball into that right edge fork of that first fairway. And then from there, you'll be hopping the ball off that little island towards the green, and then hopefully to the hole for an albatross. This is definitely a good chance at an albatross right here. So that's holes 1 through 9 of the snow version of the city park, and this is going to be the Festive Cup. Hopefully y'all gain some knowledge about what to expect for the Festive Cup here on this video, and if you haven't done so yet, check us out on Facebook. Just go to your search bar and type in Golf Clash, the 19th hole, and apply to join our community. 2,000 plus members. Definitely the place to go for active chat and definitely help. We are a group that is designed to help the beginning golf clasher and help you improve as a golf player. So definitely check us out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and also hit that subscription if you haven't done so yet. If you are interested in receiving updates when I do release other videos, make sure to check the notification settings where you have the bell set to notify you when I do release videos and also go live for the tournament. So, thank you all very much for joining me. Hopefully y'all have a great day, and I think the holes are available to play now. Since this is not a new course, you can play these holes now. Tour 6 and Tour 11. So good luck to you all. Get at it. Y'all have a good one. Peace out. God bless.